welcome to Red Glasses Talks. The title today is Focus. You know, sometimes it's very difficult to focus. Whether you're driving, whether you're reading something and you're really trying to engage in what you're reading and focusing on it, looking at a list of things you've got to do and focus on getting those things done. So I'm reminded of the golfer one day. He was playing golf at his country club, and he had a caddy with him carrying his bags. And I mean, the guy was having a horrible round. I mean, he was hitting stuff into the woods, and I mean, it was a nightmare. So he gets to about the 12th hole. He looks at his caddy. He throws his club down on the ground, and he looks at the caddy and he says, "Listen, take my clubs, throw them away. You can have them, burn them, sell them. I'm going down to the lake and I'm going to drown myself." Caddy said, "Sir, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you can't do that." Guy said, "Listen, I'm out of here. Get out of here. Take the clubs. I'm going down to the lake and drown myself." He said, "Sir, one more time. You cannot do that." He said, "Why can't I do that?" He said, "Because you can't keep your head down that long." In golf, if you don't know golf, it's important to keep your head down and watch the ball. The caddy said, "You can't keep your head down that long." I hope you get that one. But anyway, Hebrews chapter 12, the scripture says in verses 1 and 2, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses," talking about people who'd already gone to be with the Lord, "let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." So what he's saying here is to live the Christian life. Get rid of the things that keeps you from going all out in following Christ and being obedient to him. And then it says this, "Let us fix our eyes on Jesus." Let us fix our eyes on Jesus. A pilot one time told me, he said, "I used to land aircraft on an aircraft carrier." And he said when we would be up in the air thousands of feet, and then we were called to come back into the carrier and to land on the aircraft carrier. So here we come in, and that little aircraft carrier looks like a postage stamp, bobbing up and down in the ocean. And he said, the key to landing safely is that on the deck of the aircraft carrier, there was a flagman. And the flagman would have the flags, and he says, as long as you kept your eyes on the flagman, you were going to land safely. Keep your eye on the flagman. And so in Hebrews 12, he says, keep your eyes on Jesus. Keep your eyes on Jesus. You say, okay, how do I keep my eyes on Jesus? Let me give you a couple ideas of how to do that. Number one, be in the Bible and read the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I would recommend, if you're not reading a Gospel, read the Gospel of John, 21 chapters. Read it through and then read it again and then read it again and keep reading the Gospels. The Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are about Jesus. Number two, think about Jesus. Think about what you read. Think about the things that he is teaching you. Think about the things that he's calling and challenging you to be obedient to. Think about Jesus. Talk to Jesus. Talk to him. Have a running conversation with him. And finally, talk to others about Jesus. Keep your eyes on Jesus.